Angel was like any other guinea pig, happy, healthy, and full of life.
You hungry? Angel!
Unfortunately, a year and a half after I got her, I woke up one morning and her back legs were completely paralyzed. I was in total shock and I ran to my mom. We scheduled a vet appointment as soon as we could to get some answers. They didn't know it either on what happened. One might say vitamin C deficiency, but they got their vitamin C every day. We left the vet with pain meds and no answer, which I was hoping for an answer. I kept thinking about how long she was going to live like this. I went on and did physical therapy with her and bicycled her legs, as the vet suggested that for her to gain more strength in her legs. As time went on, she was able to walk on her legs again, but very wobbly and her back was on an angle. Angel became unaware in a way and she continued to live her life. By the age of 5, she was a senior, meaning that I knew she was getting older. So I started modifying her care. When I cleaned her cage, I would physically put her in a corner, as the chloroplast was pretty slippery. Her cage mate Wrangler would also hover over her. I always thought of it as he was protecting her. I would then lay down the new fleece and pick her up and place her onto the fleece instead of her slipping to get to the fleece. I always made sure to have hides closer to the hay and water just in case she didn't want to move too far. I would also syringe her liquid vitamin C by Child Life, but when I did occasionally feed her vegetables, I would give her some gas drops with the vegetables to make her less bloated. She had her 6th scotch a day, and I was so proud of her for being so incredibly strong. I've never had a guinea pig reach this age, and for it to be her made me realize how good of a mom I was to her. I bought her some stacking cups, and I got a custom sticker of her name on it, so these stacking cups can be hers officially and hers only. These stacking cups definitely were her favorite toy, so that's why I decided to make her her own. She also got her favorite oxbow treats and lots of snuggles and love, because I know that that's what she loved to do, and I love to snuggle her as well. She would just sit with me for hours, and she was just such a good girl and a good snuggler. I don't think any guinea pig could replace how much she actually loved. August 28th of 2024, she stopped using one of her legs, and this was after I came back from a vacation, so I was a little concerned. She was using it the next day, and I was like, okay, well, that was pretty simple to cure. But she then again stopped using her other back leg October 6th. I did the same thing, and it took an extra day to where she could walk on it. At this point, I was really concerned now that both legs basically didn't work, and it made me realize that she was probably in pain this whole time, but didn't really actually give me other signs telling me that she was in pain. November 10th of 2024, I noticed that she was puffed up more than usual, and that she wasn't really eating or pooping, which usually is a sign of GI stasis. So I started syringe feeding her critical care and water with gas drops, a probiotic, and more vitamin C. So she wouldn't even take pea flakes from me or the vitamin C that she loved. You can tell in this video, in a bunch of videos I have put in this video, that vitamin C was definitely her favorite, and she always enjoyed getting syringe fed it, and it just saddened me because I knew that's what she liked, and I knew that she didn't feel good, so I just felt so bad. Angel went downhill November 11th of 2024. She was really cold, so I tried warming her up with a heat pad that you microwave, and nothing was working. I was like really snuggling with her, putting multiple blankets, and I've always checked their ears because their ears, you can definitely tell if they're, too warm, but her ears and her body was just not warming up. Because I was just so scared, I couldn't sleep, so I stayed up with her until Tuesday morning at 1 a.m. And this is when I saw Angel fall out of the snuggle sack because I was holding her in it because I thought I wanted to support her because I didn't want her bad poops all over the place, but yeah, I also wanted her warm. And then I went to my mom, and then she started struggling to breathe, and I was just such in a panic that I didn't know what to do. I had her in my arms, and it was just really scary to go through it if you've lost a guinea pig in your arms. It's definitely heartbreaking, but at the same time, I feel like it's peaceful because they know you love them and that they know you were by their side when they passed. So she passed peacefully in my arms around 1:15 a.m. Angel lived with her paralyzed legs for 5 years, longer than I thought she was going to handle it, and Angel lived to be the ripe age of 7. I couldn't be more proud of her little mighty self, in addition to be Angel's mom and caretaker. So if you have a guinea pig with a similar situation, do not give up on them. They are stronger than you think, and they will fight for as long as they could. Angel was 1.5 years when her legs got paralyzed. She had a whole life ahead of her, and she sure did.